we have another Dreamworks Animated Feature, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm really excited to see this film. So like always, when I get back, I'll give you my thoughts. I may not be the smartest, but it doesn't look like you enjoyed the film. Here. Let's go. Hi, Faceless here, and well, let's just get on with it. Dreamworks Home. Alright guys, here's a quick rundown. An alien race called the Boov is seeking a new planet to call home. At the same time, they're trying to run away from an alien race called the Gorg. Now these aliens, as technically advanced as they are a bunch of cowards, and they run at any moment when there's danger. I mean, really, these guys are just a bunch of silly, misguided creatures. Of course, they do find a planet, and you guessed it, they found Earth as a suitable home. Their leader, Captain Smek, voiced by Steve Martin, decided to take over the world as a new dominant species, thinking that they're doing the humans a favor. So they relocate all the humans to Australia, now called Human Land. Now these guys didn't really maliciously take over the planet like you see in World of Worlds or Independence Day. I mean, these guys aren't really mean at all. They just have a big misunderstanding of humans. Among the silly invaders is a Boov called O, voiced by Jim Parsons. He's basically the screw-up of his people, and his own race takes every opportunity to try to avoid him. Jeez, poor guy. While sending an email to invite his so-called friend to a housewarming party, he had inadvertently sent the email to the whole galaxy, bringing the attention of where the Boov live now. This of course is a very big mistake, and O becomes a fugitive and now he's on the run. The film also follows a human girl named Tip, voiced by Rihanna, who managed not to get abducted when the Boov invaded. After hiding out for a week or two? The film never really tells you how long she's been hiding. She decides now is the time to go search for her mother. And as you guessed, O and Tip happen to run into each other. O wanted to go someplace where no Boov will apprehend him, and Tip wanting to find her mother, they kind of make a truce and start their adventure. Now, for the most part, this film becomes a tale about tolerance and understanding, and basically finding your own courage. If you're expecting this movie to be the same caliber as Madagascar, Shrek, or any other DreamWorks animation film, you're gonna get let down. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my expectation going into this film was pretty high. And that's all due to the trailer. I mean, it made it look like it was gonna be a really funny movie. But instead, I got something really lukewarm. And, if I'm really being honest, it was just overly campy and just straight up just silly. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a good silly movie, but this movie wasn't that great. The plot was simplistic and it was easy to understand, but the comedy just felt forced. The first 2 acts of the film, I felt bored. I mean, yeah, sure, there were a few chuckles here and there, but that was just about it. I will admit though, by the time we got to the 3rd act, the film did grow on me, but by that time it was already too late and I was ready for the movie to be over with. Hell, some of the children that were in the theater viewing this movie, they were bored too. They were squirming in their chairs, wondering when this movie was going to end. And it's sad because I really like Jim Parsons' character. I mean, his portrayal of O, I mean, it did its job. But at the same time, I couldn't get the image of Sheldon out of my head. Rihanna playing as Tip was decent. I mean, I started caring about the girl, but eh. So, if anything, I've always told myself, don't set your expectations too high, but I couldn't help myself. Hell, I'm only human. And what I ended up getting was something that was just a little lackluster, and I really didn't want to bash on this movie. I mean, hell, it took me more than enough time to try to make a review on this movie. However, I just couldn't put into words how I really felt. And really, I think I was just forcing myself to try to like this film. So, the hell with it, I'm just gonna call it what it is. As much as I want to say, hey, go rent it for a night or two, I'm just gonna say this. My final recommendation? Wait till it comes out on cable. Well, this wraps up this episode. If you have any comments or any thoughts on the film, please leave a comment below. And as I said before, you can always find me on peanutbutterdisaster.com, where you find other reviewers with great content. So check them out. I also have another announcement. Very few people know this, but I'm developing a script for a new movie that I'm putting out in January. Now, this movie is going to be put out on YouTube, purely fan-based, but there'll be more upcoming news and information on my Facebook public page. And also to add, I opened up a discussion forum for this particular movie on peanutbutterdisaster.com, so check it out. And lastly, if you hadn't done so yet, hit the subscribe button below for more upcoming reviews. This is Faceless, signing off.
Right here. Let's go. Peanut butter disaster.